Shalom, this Shamak, coming at you with another one. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorantly call Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christos, Caesar Borgia, God, Yeshua, etc. And just getting right into it, it's gonna be a in transit spiritual conversation dealing with self-confidence, man. Because it's really something that you need, in its truth. It's something that you need in general, but even in a ministry, this is something that you have to apply to your life, man. And if you don't, apply self-confidence, whether you're in the truth or not, you're gonna have a hard time, man. Because like the scriptures say in the book of Sirach, the scriptures say, love thy life. Paraphrasing, love. What did it say? Love thy life. Yeah, man. So this is something that self-confidence is something that you have to have in order to survive in this truth, man. Because at the end of the day, we don't know who the elect are, man. We don't know who the elect are. But the scriptures say in the book of Philippians chapter 2, it say, and I think that's verse 12, it say, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling, because we don't know who the Lord's election is, but we hope that we are part of it, that's where self-confidence applies, man. Because if you don't have no confidence in yourself, dealing with the foundation of Yahweh Shemel Shah, dealing with your portion in this thing, damn, man, then you're gonna lose the faith, man, because sloppy. Oh, come on, that's Satan, man. But sloppy. So I was going into that self-confidence, which is much needed. Going into that self-confidence, which is much needed in this ministry, man. Because, hey, man, no other brother can have confidence for you. Because like the scriptures say, work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. A brother he can say that he have faith in you, or a brother can see the light in you. He can see light in you. You see what I mean? Like, you might know a brother that's real diligent. You might know a brother that's hella diligent, man. Them lessons coming out like the snap. But at the same time, you still have to have confidence for yourself, man, because one man's confidence in you is not enough to fulfill that space in yourself, man. Because it's like a puzzle board. If one of the puzzle pieces is missing, then the whole puzzle board look off, man. And so yourself, which is being applied to this ministry, is a part of that puzzle. You see, because the elect are men. The scriptures say my tabernacle is with men. You see, so the spirit of men is being applied. It's a part of that foundation of Yahweh Shah, man. So that's why we have to have confidence in ourselves, man. Because it was something I was struggling with, pretty much just not being able to find confidence in myself. And a lot of times it's really because you gotta know yourself, man. You're like, if you don't like it, every man, nobody knows himself better than himself, man. Because a lot of times, because don't get me wrong, a lot of times, some of the best information that you can get is from other people, because they see things in you that you can't see in yourself. You know what I mean? That's where rebuke come in. That's why Yahushua was so big on rebuke. You see, rebuke and exhort, like the scriptures say. You see, but you know what I mean. But as same as that, with that rebuke, you have to know, yourself, man. You have to. That's what this that self-evaluation. Because if you don't know yourself, if you don't know what trigger you, if you don't know what makes you upset, if you don't know what makes you happy, if you don't know what, pretty much who you are as a person, you know what I mean, then it can make it hard. It can make it hard for you in the ministry, bro. And Satan can play on that, man. And you don't want that, So that's all you have to. You have to have that self-confidence, and it starts with dealing with yourself, man. Shit. Me personally, man, I spent a lot of my life, worrying about other people's business, being all about other people's business and not really worrying about my own, But that's just a personal hint, or whatever. But all of these things that and see, that's Esau's role, is to try to keep you from yourself, man, because we the Israelites, man. We the Lord's chosen people, man. So he gonna try to use tactics to keep you out of your, from knowing who you are. You know what I mean? Even down to the personal aspect of it, man. So you have to, self-evaluate yourself, man. Like, find out, and if it helps, find out what are your triggers, find out, what makes you happy, so that in situations or whatever, you would know, you would have more knowledge in it, because you have more knowledge of yourself. Because a lot of times, the self-doubt kick in when you don't understand why you doing something, man. When you don't understand why you're doing something, which we have the comfort, which is the scriptures. We have that, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want to deprive yourself, you know what I mean, of knowledge that you can apply to your life just off, having knowledge of who you are, man. Or just having self-confidence. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to self-deprive yourself of because that's like Mayweather going into a fight, and you know what I mean, and he let me see, Mayweather now I'm gonna say you got football players, and they on the field, they know they good, they know they a good team, but they about to go on the field and they ain't gonna wear no helmets. Like, you giving the other team the advantage, man. You know what I mean? And in this case, you pretty much giving Hasatan the advantage, because you're not really having confidence in yourself. If you have confidence in yourself, it'll make it more easier to have confidence in your Yahweh Shem Yahushua than you not having confidence in yourself, man. Trust me. The scriptures say, "Know if not that thyself," paraphrasing, that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua dwell in you, or paraphrasing. You know what I mean? So you have to know yourself that your testimony is in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. If you have to, then pray on it. You know what I mean? Because Satan his job is to try to get you to you know, your head to be all over the place because of your mistakes, you know, or because of the things that you're doing wrong a lot of times, man. You know, so you might get rebuked and take it the wrong way just because you beating yourself up over mistakes. And really that's like some woman shit, man. You know, that's some emotional woman shit. That's shit that we learn from you know, the women. You know, that shit that we learn from Esau's society, man. You know, when we come in this truth, man, we coming back to our manhood, man. You know, we coming back to our manly estate that we had in the ancient times, that austere gorilla, you know, spirit, man. You know, or that lion spirit, man. We coming back to that, and we coming out of that Babylonian harlot spirit, man. You know. So it'll be profitable to yourself to have more confidence in yourself, because you know, speaking from a personal deal, man, it can be tricky sometimes, man. Like, you know, brothers, you know, come in your life, and you might have brothers come in your life, and they start telling you stuff, telling you opinions and stuff like that, and you start to believe, you might believe it just because your lack of self-confidence in yourself, and just because, like, you might look at it like, well, he is, you know, he do prophesy, he do the work, and he do, you know what I mean, and a lot of times he might be right. You know, the brother might even, man, what the fuck, this place gotta go. But a lot of times the brother might even be right, man. You see, a lot of times the brother, what he telling you might even be right. But see, that's where it can get tricky though, because if you ain't got no self-confidence in yourself, then you can do something carnal just off of a brother telling you something right, man. You know, just by a brother telling you the truth, you can be doing something carnal. That's why we have to have trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshua ultimately, man. You know, and Lord's willing, I'm making sense, because the brotherhood is here for our benefit, man. But I'm just saying, you know, I was just using that as an example. You know what I mean? We have to have self-confidence, man, because another brother ain't always gonna have confidence for you, man. You know. You know, because at the end of the day, we all working out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. You see? Because we all making mistakes. We all, you know what I mean? And we've been so fucked up by this goddamn weak ass system, this beast system. Because Esau, he teach you that to be high value, you have to have money, you have to have, you know, you have to work out, and you have to do all this stuff. Like, that shit false, man. You know, which it you know, to a certain extent it still applies, because we have to survive, you know, and we want to do the best. You know, we want to do what's best for us to be the best, you know, to have our best survival for ourselves and for our families, man. You know, so we have to do that's for sure. If you ain't doing what you got to do, then the Lord ain't pleased with what you're doing, man. You see, but to, you know. But also, you know what I mean, and slack, I kind of lost train of thought. But also, man, you have to apply that you know, that confidence, man. You know, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua to yourself. You know, because it's not about, when I say self-confidence, it's not about, you know, I'm not talking about that me spirit, that I spirit, because that's not humility, man. You know, the Lord brought us into this thing in humility, you know, and we pride, like the Apostle Bar said, we pride ourselves in humility. You see, we believe that we the most humble people on the earth, man. You know, and we are, you know, because we walk in Yahweh Shah, who was the most humble man who ever walked the face of the earth, man. No doubt about it. You see? But that's where self-confidence applies, man. You know, because you know, you have to apply yourself in a way, and as if you walking, you know, in Yahweh Shah's shoes, man. Lord's willing, I'm making sense, man. You know, you have to apply yourself in a way that to where you walking in Yahweh Shah's shoes in a way, you know. And the inspiration of this lesson is just because this is something that I've been dealing with, you know, been having confusion on what, even like daily life stuff, like dealing with work and stuff like that. Like I be confused, sometimes I be confused upon what I should even act upon, just because I'm not really having the discernment of balance of what was right to do and what's wrong to do. And a lot of times that leads to overthinking, which that's one of the last things that you want to do, man. You know, like, and that was one of my, and like that was one of my problems, was just because how you do one thing is how you do everything, man. And you don't want to always be looking. You don't always want somebody to just be. You don't always want to have to check in with somebody. You know, that's like a son. You know, because the scriptures say, leave not a son. If you leave a son to himself, then he become willful. You don't want to become willful to like a certain extent, but you still want to be able to do things. You still want to have the you still want to have the mental capacity to be able to do simple things, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to have to call somebody up and every trip when you have a trouble with something or with a decision to say, should I do this? You know, should I do this? Or, you know what I mean? Which that fits in certain situations, but not every time, man. That's like Esau about to apply the chip. He say, well, you about to have to take the chip, you know, or you gonna lose your job. You call a brother, should I take the chip, nigga? You know. So you have to have that self-confidence, man. You have to apply that to your life, man. You have to apply that self-confidence to your life, man. You know, your confidence. You know that the Lord gonna deliver you, man. Confidence that the Lord is gonna protect you and your family. Confidence that the Lord ain't gonna leave you hanging, man. You know, cause no other brother. Cause we not in this ministry to please other men. We not in this ministry to be you know, top dog in a camp, and you know what I mean, and to be so, you know, looking so strong and all that shit, man. That's not a high value male mindset, because a high value male ain't worried about that. A high value male is worried about, you know, is Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna stay with me until the end, man, for the long run, man, because we want the long run things, man. You know, shit like that is temporary, and that's why Elijah Jake be falling out of the truth, because he wanted, he want that spotlight type of spirit, man. You know, which everybody wants power, don't get me wrong, but we trying to get it the right way, man. You know, but in order to do that, you know, in order to get it the right way, we have to have confidence and in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, dealing with ourselves, man. You know, because hey, you know, humility can be very hard, man. You know, once you think about it, humility can be very hard, because it can be tricky, because you don't want to consume yourself with being glad, man. You don't want to consume yourself with, you don't want to let being happy or being joyful trick you, you know, and you don't want to let being sad and mad, you don't want to let these things trick you either, man. You know, you gotta find a perfect balance in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, and keep that balance around your spirit, you know, to the point, you know, keep that aura around you, man. You know, that aura in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua around you, man, because you know, you know, a lot of times you might not have confidence in yourself, because you know what I mean, because you sad, like, you know, nigga, you like, you in that woe is me spirit. Well, this didn't go my way, so now I'm sad, and you know, dang, man, I might not be the elect, like you know. Hell no, like, man, that's not that was me spirit, ain't it, man? You know, because you can't let the sadness fool you, man. You know, you can't let sadness fool you. You see, because you know, Like, you can't let sadness fool you, because then you get to the point to where you so full by your sadness that it's consuming you, and you being depressed, and your dark place, and your dark place is pushing you out of the truth, man. You know, right? That little dark place, that little depression is kicking you out of, you know, this thing of ours, man. You see? And the same thing with happiness. You know, you just got a new whip, or you got a new job, and you say, man, look, man, you know, man, y'all about to start dealing with me, man. I'm the elect, nigga. I'm the elect, bro. Man, you can't tell me nothing, bro. I'm the elect, cause there ain't no way in hell y'all about to keep dealing with me and this and that. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can't let that fool you either, because then you get over boasted, and to the point to where, you know what I mean, you ain't gotta listen to the other apostles no more, nigga. I'm the elect. You see? So it's like, you know, you ain't gotta follow the ordinances which was received, which was given to us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, for us to follow into the best of our ability. You see? You know what I mean? So that's the hint, the best of our ability, because we in the flesh, bro. We don't do little stupid ass shit that the flesh loves to do, and that the flesh will never be satisfied, you know, without by doing, man. You know? So you can't, that's the balance. It's like right in between, man. Because like the scriptures say, be not over righteous, neither be thou over zealous, man. You know? Slack it. No, that's not what the scripture said. Slack it. That was sidetrack. But the scripture say, be not over righteous, neither be over wicked, man. You see? So you have to find that perfect balance in yourself, man. You see? You have to find a perfect balance in yourself. It's literal things that you are doing. You know what I mean? It's not just, you can't just be saying, oh, that's Satan all the time. It's literal things that you are doing to keep you out of the spirit and to keep you in the spirit. You see? And it be simple stuff, bro. Satan be trying to get you, man. Man, go on, what the fuck, bro? This Jake stupid as fuck, man. It's like it, man. But it's literal things that you are doing to keep you either in the spirit or, for example, camping. This is simple stuff, for real, but the flesh try to make it so complicated, you know, or you try to make it so complicated just by you not really knowing yourself. For example, you know, camping, when you camp with the brothers, that sharpen you, man. You know, you hear rebuke from the brothers, you are like, you know, face-to-face reactions with the brothers, and they tell you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. You know, that you know what I mean? You know, it sharpens you, man. You know, because you get another look at it. You know, the best look is not, you know, the best look on yourself is not with your own eyes and your own mind, but it's really with that bird's eye view, man. Because you see the literal, you see the natural was actually going on when you looking at yourself from a bird's eye view. That's why, you know, I mentioned that, you know, brothers, you know, a lot of times the best knowledge that you can get is from other people, you know, about yourself. The best knowledge that you can get about yourself is from other people, you know. So, no, brother. So, you know, so the best look that you can get is that bird's eye view look, man. You know? You know? And Lord's willing, I'm making sense with that, man. You see? Because you have to literally know what you're doing that's pushing you off of the spirit, because it's literal things, man. A lot of times, it be literal things. Of course, there's a spiritual aspect to it, but the Lord is dealing with us in the natural realm. You see? So it's literal things that you're doing. Because you might wonder, like, man, why I feel like I'm not really in the spirit, you know? Or what am I, you know, why do I feel like I'm not really in the spirit, you see? Or like, why do I feel like the Lord ain't dealing with me? I'm getting sad to the point to where I can't find the spirit or whatever, you see? Well, a lot of times it's because it's something that you literally doing, man, you know? And so that's another reason why you have to know yourself, man. You have to know your triggers. You have to know, what ticks you off, or what makes you sad, or what makes you happy, or what don't phase you, or you have to know these things, man. Because if you don't know these things about yourself, then a lot of times you could just really find yourself making impulsive decisions, man. Just out of emotion. If you if you don't know what makes you upset, because knowledge is power, and when you apply that power of knowledge, then you have some good power and wisdom, man. You see, knowledge is power, man. So pretty much some of the best knowledge that you can have is knowledge of yourself, man. Because when you have that knowledge and you apply it to wisdom, you have more self-control. You see, that's how you build upon self-control, is having knowledge of yourself. If you know that rebuke kind of, if you know that getting rebuked by the brothers kind of make you, a little down, or might make you, might hit you in a way, then when you apply that knowledge, it's almost like when you apply that knowledge, you have a better chance of not getting out of the spirit when you get rebuked. I'm just using this for an example, because a lot of shit, myself included, and then I know some brothers that they don't like to get rebuked, and so they pretty much don't want to come out with things that they know that they is doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the spirit to be in either, man. You don't want to you don't want to come on the chat and say, brothers, man, I've been feeling like this, or I've been doing this, just because like the brothers are gonna get on you. You know what I mean? The Lord is gonna put the spirit on brothers, put the precepts out, and they gonna might cut or whatever. Well, nah, man, you gotta have more self-confidence than that, man. Because at the end of the day, man, these are the Lord's vessels, man. We ourselves, but we belong to the Lord, man. So that rebuke, when Yahweh Shai knew what he was doing when he created a rebuke, because it was it's a profitable use for the vessel, man. That's why he told us to take it, man, and to do it. He told us to take rebuke and to do rebuke, because that means that, and if he told us to do that, then that means that the rebuke is profitable for this vessel, right? So we want to be more useful for Yahweh Shai, man. So the best way to be useful for Yahweh Shai is to grow, which growth is pretty much adapting, because this is like in ease industry, it's always some new inventions. You might have a vacuum, this new vacuum is a big thing now, where it can get under the couch easily, and you can even vacuum the walls or whatever. You know what I mean? Now everybody has to adapt to this new vacuum, because all the rest of the old vacuums is they going out of business, because everybody like, shit, well, if you can vacuum the walls, and you can vacuum under the couch, and you can vacuum the closet and all that shit, well, you know what I mean? Then what's the point of using those raggedy ass vacuums? You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to adapt, because in this thing we do repetition. It's repetition. We keep prophesying, and but even we still adapt though, because like the apostles and elders, shit, remember, they might back in the One West days, they might have beat the shit out of Jake, or something like that, because he being a nigga or whatever, and scoffing or whatever. But in this time, the other apostles are more of a, a meek spirit, like, they don't deal with, they not on that level, they not dealing with that. That's carnal, So it's like, you know, you have to adapt, man. If you still doing the same junk that you was doing when you was in the world, you know, or when you was like 10 years ago, then you really haven't adapted, you know, because or your oil just went out. Phone had a chime on that one. That's the spirit. His phone had a chime on that one, man. But yeah, man. So the Lord want useful vessels, man. He want a vessel that's gonna be able to grow or adapt, man. You know, because if you don't, that vessel can just pretty much get old, and you like, shit, I can replace that vessel for another one that's gonna be better, right? Wouldn't that be profitable to y'all by shot to replace the vessel with another vessel that's gonna be better and that can grow and because shit now, like, it's like, you know, it'd be more profitable for him because he you know, is, you know, now he can pull in more money with that vessel. You know what I'm saying? And it's not costing him money. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So, you know, like I was saying, you know, just have self confidence in yourself, dealing with your with the foundation in your house shot, you know, which is the foundation of this business. And well, I'm go ahead and close out. Lord's willingness is edifying. And till next time, I say shalom.